Cynthia here from MB Pretty Papers, up to date on the Kitaholic kits as a guest designer. So I'm working with the January kits here, going through the gorgeous papers that come in the main kit and seeing what I can use. I have these two photos, well, it's one photo just printed twice, of me when I was a little girl. And yeah, I'm just going through to see what I'm going to use. I couldn't decide whether I wanted the photo to be black and white or to be left in colour, and in the end I decided that I'll just use both. I haven't used both photos like that for a long time, so I thought, yep, it's about time I do one of those again. It was all the trend there for a while. So gone through my stash and have pulled out a cardstock to go with the kit. Initially thought I would use white, but I felt that was a little bit too stark. So I've gone through it and I've pulled out this, I don't know what you call it. Would you call it a real, some sort of olive green or maybe taupe, or I'm not exactly sure what you're going to call it. So, but anyway, I thought it went quite well with the green tones in the paper. So then I've cut down this gorgeous vellum that has the gold glittery crosses on it, and I'm going to put a strip down the back of the photo, but sorry, not the photo, back of that green paper, this paper here. And I'm also going to put a strip on the other side as well. And that's when I go this way, and so I'll put a strip this side too. With the green paper, I didn't know whether I want to tear the edge or whether I want to cut it straight. So you saw me, I cut the edge straight as a straight line first and tried that out and decided it was a little bit, once again, a little bit harsh. I'm trying to go for a softer look here. So I end up just tearing the edge down a little bit, and I like the way that's turned out. And then I'm going to lay this down here and cut off the excess. Thought I would end up having quite a thick strip down the back there of this vellum, but decided to cut it just a couple of nice thin strips. And this vellum's gorgeous. It's like it's wrinkly already, and it's got this gorgeous texture to it. It's so pretty. So I've just ruffled up the edge of the green paper, and then I just went through and put some little tears and rolled up the edges to the vellum as well, so there's got a little bit of texture there. This little bit of green strip that I pulled off from the other side, which I ripped off, I decided that I might try to use that on the right hand side of the page as well. And now I'm pulling out this gorgeous acetate paper that come in the kit, and it has these beautiful butterflies on it, and decided I'll use a little bit of that to back this photo. Really thought about whether I could somehow gut the backing because it was so pretty, but there really wasn't any butterflies that I could cut out, whole butterflies, so I've put the whole lot there. And now I'm going to fussy cut 3 butterflies and just spread them around the page. I do and ah about exactly how I'm going to attach the butterflies. My tiny attacher, I'm out of staples for it. And I think I've probably said in a previous video I'm struggling to find staples for it, so I didn't really know the best way to attach them. I did end up using some wet glue there, and they seem to be attached all right. Of course, I wanted the wings to be popped up a little bit. It was there's not a lot of areas that the glue can make them stay attached, so we'll see how we go. I might have to go back in and come up with another plan. So you saw me mount another strip of vellum down the right hand side and that green piece of paper, and I like the way that just sort of brings a little bit of continuity to the page. Just doing the same, a little bit of rolling of the edges of the paper. Give it a little bit of dimension. So I come back and cut out another butterfly, and then I go and cut out the third one as well. So just as you see, I'm bending the middle of the butterflies to make the acetate sort of crease a little bit, and that's enough to make the wings stay up. Now I guess over time in the album they probably will end up laying flat, but because I'm going to pop up one of the photos on foam, there's going to be a little bit of height in the page anyway, so seeing what I can back the other photo with and whether I want to back it at all, so I'm just going through the papers again, but I go back to this green one just to keep it consistent throughout the layout, and just put a really fine border around this photo. And then I go through and I start embellishing. Look at this book here, come in the embellishment kits, and so many stickers in it. Oh, it was gorgeous. I do have to say though, I went through it 1,000 times having a look to see what was in there and what ones I could use. It was just too many options. I didn't know where to go. Pulling out this tape, gorgeous black and white tape, and I think it's actually meant to be coloured in, but I'm just going to leave it black and white. It actually come in the December kit, but I'm just using it here. And just tearing it thin. It's quite a wide tape, but I'm just going to have a couple of thin little strips, one this side, and then I decide whether or not I want to put one down the other side as well, and I do. I put a thin strip over there as well. And just tuck that in under that green paper. And I really like the way that looks. This is where I'm going to pop up the black and white photo, because the vellum and the paper itself is rolled. It has a little bit of height to it, so I'm just going to pop up either side of that so it sits nice and flat, and go on to lay my two photos. How has everyone been? You're all managing to get a little bit of scrapping done, a little bit of project life or art journaling, whatever it is that you're into doing. I've been quite active of late, which is really good. Hoping the creativity will keep going. Now I glued those butterflies down with as I said, wet glue, and then I regretted doing it when I did, because now it will take a while for the wet glue to dry, of course, and I've got to try to work around them without bumping them so I don't knock them. And yeah, I bumped them a couple of times, so it takes them a little bit longer to dry. Going through to have a look at the title and decided I'm going to use these gorgeous foam thickers. I've had these before and they're stunning. They have got a slight little glitter on the top of them, and the insides or the edges of them are pink, and they're just I just love these. I think these have probably been my all-time favourite font, stickers I should say, so I was super excited when I saw they come in the kit. Just going to title this page Sweet Butterflies. So for this page here, as I said, I've got these two photos of me when I was a little girl, and as you can see, probably not the most sweetest little girl there. So this one's quite a personal layout, and the journaling reflects that. So I'll read the journaling while I'm just doing some bits and pieces here. I was such a shy little girl who was teased for having buck teeth and for being behind the other kids, learning-wise. This insecurity sorry, I couldn't even read my own writing. This insecurity led me to many situations during my early years. I am proud of the person I have become, for the fears I have faced and conquered, and for the person I am teaching our son to be. So it's just about, overcoming, I was shy, and as I said, I was shy, and I was teased and picked on a fair bit at school. But I think I grew up to be a strong person, reasonably confident. I still have my insecurities, as we all do. But and I think I'm teaching our son how to be strong and not so much listen to people, and that he's just perfect the way he is, and you don't need to change. You need not everyone's the same, and so that's what this layout is all about. This is where I go through the book. I can't decide whether I want to use a square sticker here or whether I want to use one of the round stickers. So I go and pull both off and have a look, and in the end I do go with the round sticker. It's a little bit of a darker one, so I stick that down there, but then I pull that heart up a little bit so it overlaps it, so it's all sort of connected. Also went through the sticker book and pulled out a couple of little sentiments. So above the sweet I have be brave, and then below the butterfly I have the best is yet to come. So the title could read Be brave, sweet butterfly, the best is yet to come. And up underneath the top butterfly on the right I have a little reminder, and down the bottom it says you are enough. So I think all those little sentiments worked well with what the page is about. I've cut away, put my journaling in, and now I'm just going through my stash. I want to put some enamel dots on the page, and that brings the end of this page. I hope you enjoyed this layout. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I love reading comments and answering any questions you have. And make sure that you jump on and check out Kitaholic Kits. I'm sure all the links to all the relevant places will be down below in the description box. So pop down there, have a read and follow the links, and it'll take you right to where you need to be. Until next time, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day, lovely week, or a lovely month, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.